This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, discounted prices, miniaturemarket.com.
Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Today, sadly, the Queen has been arrested for treason. And her daughter, the Princess, is so distraught she's locked herself in the room. We are trying to write her love letters to gain her favor. This is Love Letter. It is the game that started all the micro game craze. I can't believe I haven't reviewed it yet, but let's get to it. This is a fun little sort of card game deduction game for 2 to 4 players. It's very quick and easy, family style. Let's take a look. Love Letters played over many quick rounds, and each one of the rounds is going to get a token or a token of this princess's affection. And depending on the amount of players, you're playing until a certain amount of tokens is gained by any one of the players. Now here's a 4-player game and a round set up. Everyone is dealt one card that they will secretly look at and they can have in their hand, but I have them down the table for ease of video. When it's your turn, you're going to draw a card, and then between the 2 cards you have, you're going to select one and place it face up discarded. Now the card numbers go from 1 to 8, and I would look at this, and this says I could look at another player's hand, or I could compare my hand with somebody else secretly, and whoever has the higher number would win. So I would play this one and compare 2 to all the other cards that are up to 8. That doesn't seem very good right now, but maybe I want to see somebody else's hand, because maybe I want to see if they have a low number or what they might have. So I would play this in front of everybody and say, I have the priest, I want to look at your hand. Now this other card would stay hidden in my hand. This player would secretly give me the card. It's a guard card. No one else would see that, just me. And then it'd be the next player's turn. They would draw a card, they would pick one up, they would play and do what it says. And this continues until either you're the last person standing, or all the cards are pretty much played and out of the draw pile. And then for the people that are standing, whoever has the highest number is the winner of that round. Now, I will also say that this draw deck, when it's made, there's one random card that's taken out face down and out of the game, so you'll never have exactly perfect information. So let's go over everything these cards do. Is the guard card. You get to name any other card other than a guard card that somebody else might have. Maybe you saw it with the priest, maybe you're just guessing, but a lot of times you're deducing. Every player gets a player aid. It tells you the number of the card name, what it does, and in parentheses how many of cards there are out there. So you can see, hey, there's only one king. The king's already out there. Well, they can't have the king. The prince is out there. There's one prince out there, but there's 2 of them. Not a very good chance. Hey, there's 2 barons, and none of them are out there. Maybe they have a baron. So you use this and this to try to deduce what they might have. The priest we already talked about. You get to see someone's hands, which is really good if you also have a guard card, because you can play this one round, and if they don't get rid of that card, throw down the guard, tell them who they are, and they're out. The Baron we talked about, you compare hands, and whoever has the highest number stays in. The other person's knocked out and reveals who they were. The Handmaid just gives you protection. If you play this in front of you until it's your turn again, nobody can mess with you and guess your card or steal stuff from you. The Prince, you can choose any player, and you could choose yourself, to discard a card and then draw one up. This is good if you think someone has a really powerful card, or if you have a card you don't really want. The king is great. It allows you to trade hands with another player. You don't often do that with the king unless someone knows that you have it. Maybe they saw it with the priest card, but it's very powerful. The countess, if you have the king or the prince in your hand along with the countess, you must discard this countess. And this is interesting. So when you see someone discard this, that means one of 2 things. They either have one of these 2 cards, or they're bluffing that they have one of these 2 cards, which is an interesting aspect. The princess is the strongest card. If you have her at the end of the round, and it comes down to it, basically you're going to win the round. But it's dangerous because if at any time you're forced to discard this card, maybe because of the prince, or things like that, well, then you're out automatically. That's it. Whoever wins, being the last person standing, or the best card at the end of the round, gets one of these, and then whoever gets as many that is needed for that round of people wins the game. Look, this game it's no secret that it has started that micro game craze where it's a small game but has a lot of depth for how easy and simple it is. I still love this game. I've played it, I think, over 40 times. It's easy for people to play because literally you're just picking up a card and from 2 in your hand, selecting one of them and doing what the card says. Mechanically, it's so easy to teach people this game, but yet there's more depth there than originally meets the eye, you know? You're not just trying to figure out who people are holding so you can knock them out with the guard by deduction, by what you can see out there, but you're also reading what people have been doing. Because what they do gives you triggers as to what they might be holding. They played that card, why did they do that? Maybe they're holding this card. And so there's more deduction than just looking at things and seeing which ones are missing, which is cool, but you can play this game at another level is what I'm saying here. Great for gamers, but yet great for playing with grandma, the niece and nephew, playing it very light. It's a fun game, the theme's easy and fun to get into, it's so small you can just put it in your purse or your pocket, and it's like under 10 bucks on online retailers. Knocks it out of the park. This game has been reprinted a ton of times in all different themes like Batman and Munchkin and a bunch of other themes. They're actually coming out with an expansion and a party version of this, which will allow you to play it with 8 players. They add new characters. And it's one that's going to continue to be printed. So it is one of my favorite family games. It's so easy to get to the table, and it's why I love it so much. And of course, since I hadn't reviewed this yet, let's keep this thing in my gaming library with a saxophone serenade.
This video was sponsored by Miniature Market's Review Corner. The Review Corner features podcasts, video, and written game reviews by gamers for gamers. Miniature Market, the online gaming superstore. Thousands of board games, discounted prices. Check them out at miniaturemarket.com. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for backing me on Kickstarter, making this season become a reality. I'd like to especially thank those here that have backed me at the credit level. Now, these video reviews are also available by audio on our podcast. It's the intros and the final thoughts on GameBoyGeek.com. Click podcast.